This JAYE JAYLE project is not my name if you're confused by that. It all started on accident, and it's every year it keeps on going. I'm just like wondering, it's just why am I still doing this thing? It started off as kind of like a fuck off, like I'm just gonna do what I want and make some weird music under a confusing name. And now I have these incredible people with me every time I travel. And these incredible people are here to share this all with us, so thanks for being here.
We celebrate what is falling apart. I'll introduce you to the trash man. He's filling the lands with broken hearts. Wasting time with you. Stops and you're redeemed. Unless you're wasting time with me. We finally found a good use for Mars. I'll introduce you to the spaceman. He's taking the trash out to the stars. Wasting time with you. Stops, you're redeemed. Unless you're wasting time with me. Of pretending, we celebrate the joys of the dark. I'll introduce you to a caveman. They give the line between them and smart. Wasting time with you. Much of the ways to me. They always think they're the ones in charge. Wasting time with you. It ain't much of a waste to me. The party stops when you're in.
Yeah, I guess I was saying earlier, you were talking to me about like the band and something that is special about it. And again, it's not in a exciting way. The band is not necessarily about being some kind of proficient musician. It's about what we can do as friends and as family, and what we are capable of, and what we want to make. That's not this stereotypical thing. The thing that we want to hear music do that we don't hear that often.
Listen to.
You know, it's a constant thing of trying to find something to make that we want to hear that music is not doing. And I mean, he fucking hates music. Corey hates music. I'm not kidding.
Smog, Bill Callahan, Roxy Music,
Some
Run
Bowie.
the Jewels.
Run the Jewels.
Yeah.
I listen to three things. I can't stand music.
Yeah.
Timber.
Yeah, I like that.
He liked Riley Down.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some shit, but fucking music's
We've
boring.
been entertaining. It's a journey to like try not to play something that's going to tweak Corey out too much.
Loves
I
Cluster.
love Cluster.
He loves Cluster.
I love anything, all these weird things that would drive Corey crazy.
Oh, fuck it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And I like try to play it for him, but he won't.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's what my
Just
fucking
'cause
head
you sing
does.
it- just
my
'cause you
fucking
sing it
head does
doesn't
it
make it any
constantly.
better.
That's all I. Every time you put something on, it's like I'm just losing my brain. Hate yourself. Like fuck that shit. It's insane. I don't want to listen to that shit.
He's driving.
I'm driving.
I already feel that
I
way.
already did that.
He's like looking at the lines and they're like ding, gang, 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 gang.
This is like fucking. It says eggs, coffee. Ew.
What I was saying
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
is that, you know, eventually, if music and being a professional and being a business person becomes the first priority in life, you lose out on this right now, what we're doing. Just sitting around, laughing, loving each other, enjoying this moment more than if I was with probably anyone else, this would not be nearly as special or intimate or loving as it is, you know. This might be my first interview with all of you all.
Be sweet to
It
each
is.
other.
Ever.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I told Tommy we weren't even allowed to do it.
Oh yeah, we were like, "What are you talking about?"
We also tried to get a smaller couch. More important.
We missed Todd.
Yeah, he's so far away.
So
You
wait,
should just
wait,
lay across.
I recently played a show with Young Widows out of town, and there was a band that was setting up and doing sound check, and was watching them, and I looked at the guys in Young Widows, and I was like, these dudes are clearly not friends. You know, they're just like setting up, and I'm like, no laughter, no communication, and it was kind of heartbreaking. I was like, God, is this what it's like to be a professional musician? And I guess I will never be a professional musician if that's what it's like. You know, it's fucking boring.
You know, and that's just a limitation of people's friendships and stuff. If it's just about business, then, you know,
Yeah.
they don't have what we have, and it's just different.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're not supposed to, or not necessarily guided to talk about process and stuff, but as far as Neil and Evan and Evan put us together. This was a band that we had before JAYE JAYLE. And Evan's concept was, I want to play with people who have never played with each other. And so that happened, and it was amazing. And
Well, it's not just that. It's also that we're in some of my favorite bands in Louisville, and
thank you very much. Yeah.
and also when I hung out with you, I was like, this is like one of the coolest motherfucking dudes I've ever met in my entire life. And then I met Neil, and I was like, this is also one of the coolest dudes I've ever met in my entire life. And he was playing the strangest, weirdest, most fucked up synth parts in a band, and you know, it just kind of made sense to play music with these guys.
Yeah.
Corey, it's
I was
different.
gonna
It's
say,
a different
you've known
story.
Corey forever.
Yeah. We've all known Corey for quite some time.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just drive and I'm funny. I've been in bands forever.
It's definitely
You drive?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's intense.
You guys
Daytime.
are risk takers.
We are, actually.
Well, somebody
when we
has
get
to
into
do
the
it.
cities.
I don't drive. I have never had a license or owned a car, so somebody's got to do it.
Put on Raining Blood and see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
We got to do that in the
honestly.
van.
We're going to listen to Rain and Blood to wherever we're going.
We
next,
always
for sure.
do.
Sounds good.
We're going to moss in the van,
We
jump
got-
on
we
each
got
other.
extra headroom now. Look out.
Yeah.
I was just in Florida, and was walking on a pier in, not Florida, I was in Santa Cruz.
That's not
Yeah.
Florida.
It kind of
That's
felt like
not
Florida.
Florida.
though. I was in Santa Cruz.
You want me to pull up maps?
I was walking on the pier, and there was a bunch of fishermen, and one guy was blasting Slayer. And I walked by, and he had a big, Santa Cruz logo on his truck and all this stuff, and I was like, Slayer, and he goes, yeah. And he was fishing.
Is that the story?
Yep. He
You
goes,
just said,
he goes, yeah. That was it.
Perfect.
I was
Fuck
like,
yeah.
it's pretty cool, man. Like just sitting around and listening to Slayer fishing on the pier. Seems like a
Pretty
good
fucking
life.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like if someone yells Metallica rules or Slayer rules at you, just, yep.
This bears no relation to anything we've been talking about, but my favorite heckle ever, walking down Bardstown Road in Louisville, Kentucky, someone drove by and just yelled, "Led Zeppelin sucks!" at me. Best heckle ever.
always waiting for the day that one of them's gonna be like, I can't do it anymore.
How many times has Corey said
It's
that?
called a heart attack, baby. Just wait.
It'll probably be me first.
It's coming.
Can't do it.
We're racing. Both of us are racing.
I mean,
That's true.
that is, there was the moment where I thought I might not be able to do it, and that's why Corey's here.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The
I
whole-
forgot because of you saving my life. More importantly, I was gonna learn all the bass parts because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
couldn't do it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
and then you could do
Turned
it,
out I could do
and
it.
so then I just started
I had to
learning all
give
this
him
other
something to
crap
do.
that
Yeah,
I don't even think existed, sort of.
yeah.
Because
Corey and
they
I-
wanted to just make me stay alive.
Yeah.
Corey and I have played together before this as well.
I forgot all about how really I'm here. Like,
You all
why.
had never
Yeah.
played with Corey before.
I never played
He
music
joined.
before.
No, we
Yeah.
never. Yeah.
Yeah.
Known each other for goddamn ever, but
Played
like
shows
never
together
played.
in different bands
Yeah.
forever. And shit,
Yeah.
but never played together before.
It's very different for us beyond music. It's we are not really here just because we're playing music together.
Yeah.
It's like we're extremely close.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Every
these
day.
are my best friends.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
absolutely.
like we're everyday people together trying to find out, hey, what are you doing? Like it's not just based around like let's get together and work on music. It's we have to go do this together and hang out and be friends, and it just so happens that we get to play music together.
We
Yeah,
are still
totally.
working
Like,
on
We
our
have to
friendships,
be
too.
friends.
Yeah, we're working on it.
We're constantly
getting
working on
better.
our friendships.
no, it's for real. Like, yeah. Like, I mean, what else are we gonna do?
I know.
We gotta do it.
That's something I want to point out is I feel like, and I don't think this is necessarily unique to just Louisville, but certainly everyone I know that I'm close to that plays music in Louisville, it's not I mean, yes, we have day jobs and stuff, but there's no separation between our lives and the thing that we do artistically together. It's all the same thing. It is family, and it's the most important thing in my life, you know?
Well, and also
Creatively
too,
speaking.
like, dude, we have legends too. We see them every day. We talk to
Yeah,
them. You know, like we
absolutely.
love them. Like
Absolutely.
that's awesome. Like it's just Louisville's
And,
such
you
a
know,
tight, cool little place
Yeah.
that we get to fucking do what we do, and
Yeah.
we've been doing it forever. And
It's such-
sometimes you meet a legend.
it's such a small.
Sometimes you get to play with them.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's crazy.
It's like
though,
getting like Dave Bird. He played in JAYE JAYLE for some. I'm
Yeah.
like, I've always wanted to play music with Dave Bird, and just seeing Dave Bird, I get excited. You know, it's like if he comes into the room, you're like,
The best.
you just get that giant excited smile of just like being
100%.
in the presence of
One of my
someone
first real bands was
they
like
love.
Dave Bird and fucking Jason Hayden. You know, like I was just like, I couldn't even believe it. I was just like, what the fuck is happening?
I think that's important too, just to talk more about Louisville. Is
Yeah,
that
I mean, it's just
when
been
I
such a
discovered
thing.
the punk rock scene in Louisville in the mid to late 80s, and then what happened after, my favorite bands were my friends' bands.
Yeah.
You know? Like, of course, I liked other things too, but that was so unique in my experience. I mean, I was a kid, but I don't know that everyone has that. You know, like some of my absolute all-time favorite records and music come from the town that I live, and are, you know, I eventually became friends with the people who made it, and that's just mind-blowing to me. You know,
Likewise.
super important.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I first met Corey when I was like 13 or something.
Yeah.
Playing bass in a band, and he was playing guitar in a band. And,
Yeah.
You know, saw Todd play with Crane when I was 13. You know, and years later, you kind of start to realize, like, oh, like the dudes you look up to and are excited to play shows with and are in these bands that you just feel like you can't even touch are actually just normal ass people that need friends like us. You know, like need a family that probably don't fucking have it. You know, like all of those people that we probably worship in Louisville bands need people like us to be close with, because that's what kind of keeps you going. It's the excitement of like, I have this family to continue to make art with, and even if I don't have this family to make art with, we're gonna hang out and endlessly, even when we're not making art. We haven't played shows since last December, We're like, what's going on? But yet we still see each other regularly. You know, it's
Nearly daily.
it's not a thing of I only see, you know, it's just such a unique experience to be truly with the people I love. And the music is almost secondary compared to like our relationship.
Yeah, I don't even think of like the band. It's like the last thing I think of when we talk. So just like fucking talk constantly. Like we work together, we fucking do everything. You know, like it's fucking hilarious.
Can't
So,
imagine
my
doing
child-
this with anybody else.
Yeah.
the only people I sleep with are Carice and Todd.
Yeah, all over the world. As a matter of fact.
It's true.
Yeah. There's certainly you learn a lot when you're in a moving vehicle with someone for months on end all across this world. You know who's a good driver?
Evan.
You.
I know.
Yeah. He's very patient and chill. It's fucking such a
Even
weird
though I-
quality.
Two qualities.
Even though I honked at a guy when we were driving through Manhattan, and
You did.
he was like, and kind of put on his brakes and looked back, and I was like, what? Just, what are you gonna do?
Convertible.
And he looked back. He's in a white Beamer, and I'm like, I hope this guy gets out and walks up to like our giant, fucked up, rusty black van, and tries to start shit with us.
Hit him with a fucking Gatorade bottle full of piss.
And I would just be like, "Excuse me, sir, do you have a problem?" I think we kind of keep each other in line, also, like in a way of like, if someone goes off, you know, off the hinge, like breaks the fucking hinge, and we're just like losing our shit, we'll be real quick to be like,
We'll be real quick to put
Come on
Neil
back.
under the fucking mattress and above the box.
this is honestly, this little tour is the most fun I've seen Neil have on tour
It's
ever.
really great.
It's
Neil's on fire.
Neil's kind of the star on this tour.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Neil's happier than I've ever seen him. I love him very much. With all my
Yesterday, I
heart.
spilled some
You're having so much
salsa. I spilled it. I was like, got some tacos that he bought. Actually, which was like, I was
shit.
like, oh, Ty's
Alright.
buying tacos. This is great. And then I spilled the sauce
No, they weren't sweet tacos.
everywhere on the floor. And I went to clean it up with a rag. And Neil smacks it out of my hand and throws it across the room right before I clean up the sauce.
That was awesome.
And I was just
Timing
like,
was brilliant.
this is Neil's a fucking star.
Room
right
full
now.
of
I
people.
loved it.
Yeah.
He was a star. It was a star move.
It was a performance. It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
It was
was a
just to
performance
make you
piece.
laugh. I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
Yeah, you did great. Every time you try to make us laugh, it's my favorite
You're
thing
doing
that's ever
great.
happened. Yeah.
It was great. I just had a kid, and he was born on Corey's birthday. Of all the people in the world. I was like, the person I'm with.
Sorry, Liddy, I love you.
Yeah. And that, to me, that's not like ironic. That's like something in the fucking electricity of the world has been like, here it is. It's this date. It's the person that's closest to you. You know, it's odd. I always say it's spiritual. Like for me, I'm like, it's spiritual
this is our
for
religion.
me. But it's, you know, a lot of people are like, well, that's religious based, and I was like, that's not actually true. It's
Oh, no way.
like the spirit. It's like your soul and your spirit, and the connecting to something outside of you that is indescribable. You know, and that's what music and art is. That's why we all make it, and that's why everyone is in this room, because we all have the same spirit, a similar spirit, and that's what keeps us connected. I don't think we have the same souls. Like, we all have different souls, and that's why we're still interested in each other and learning from each other, and, you know, taking things that we're talking about or discussing or playing or creating, and then taking little influences out of everywhere, and then making our own new thing to inspire our spirit, our greater spirit. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to create anything, and to be able to create art and have confidence to stick with it, and not be you know, person who's just like, I used to make music, or I drew when I was a kid, or this thing or that thing.
I
or
feel like if
go see
pleasing
cover bands or something.
Yeah,
like
if
that.
pleasing other people is your goal with playing music, then you're certainly not going to arrive at something like what we do. You know? Like we want to enjoy it ourselves, and it's just that's just a different concept. A lot of people do it. It's just not for us or for me.
Okay. Everybody ready? Is everybody happy? Is everyone full of joy? This next song is called As Soon as Night. night. I wish to be lonely, a wave to come and take from me. No more restlessness to wrestle with. No more restlessness to wrestle with. No more restlessness to wrestle with. You're free now, so free me.
As I was telling you, I was really looking forward for this moment because since the first time Tommy made me listen to your music.
Made me listen to
He
your
made me
music.
listen.
Yes.
I know you should listen.
I knew you were
to
gonna
them.
say that.
put.
That's
I was like,
awesome.
all right,
Well
Tommy,
put.
Let's listen to them. And no, I was like awakened in a way because I was like it changed. I'm not kidding you. It changed a little bit my way of playing guitar. Because you know, like I was tied to that idea that a song has to be in a certain way. I grew up in a way that everything has to be structured. So I was like, I need to get rid of this like limitations. And
Yeah.
then I listened to your music, and I was like, these guys are playing a song that has one note. It goes straight to the point, and I am total. I can't stop listening to it. Like I just like it's so easy for me to just join that trip. And that's why I was like, how did they get to that sound? Like, how did you guys build that sound? It was like a, fuck it, we're gonna play like this, or it was like building it inside because you had it in your mind, you know?
I think it was kind of an education through influences of other music. And, you know, discovering like this, I've always called it like it's this feeling kind of similar to time travel in my mind. It's like listening to like Fela Kuti or something, and you're just like 25 minutes into a song, but it feels like it's 30 seconds still. And that concept and idea, again, similar to how you felt. I was like in all these structures, and I was like playing a part 4 times. It's enough times. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. And then I go back and listen to it, and it was just kind of disruptive as a listener. And the thing that I was connecting with most was this repetitive idea of music, because it actually somehow made time go by quicker and more enjoyably than cramming it full of all of these other ideas. And through that I would say Fela Kuti was the biggest thing, and then discovering other music after that for me. And the repetition and the like polyrhythms and other patterns, and thinking I don't have to have 10 parts to make a song that I feel connected to. I just need one basic rhythm and idea of a concept, and you can stay there for even longer than we do, honestly. And like in my soul, I'm like, I wish our songs were fucking 25 minutes long. And we could just keep going and keep going. And I wish there were actually more parts happening. But, you know, with one note, there are many, many other notes that can be played with that one note. You don't have to change that one note, because there are all of those other notes that can be played over it. And just stick in that mood and that feeling and that experience. And yeah, don't feel like you aren't doing enough, or you're not talented because you're only playing one note or skilled. It's like, if you can learn how to play one note really, really well, you are the most skilled musician.
Yeah. I feel like if you can commit everything to that one note, it can carry the weight of many, many other notes.
Yeah.
Like that's always been a goal for me. Put everything into the one note, and that's all that you really need. I love it.
Yeah. There's a lot of working on the last album that like just kind of was monotonous, exhausting, like trying out 8,000 different things.
Arrangements.
And basically what it ended up being is like, just got to stop trying things and just record it without any kind of conversation of how it should go and just record it how I think it should be in my head, and then keep piling on top of it. But as far as a band, I would say like No Trail was a thing that was probably the most collective, and everyone kind of just there. We were playing a lot together, and it was more spontaneous and like lots of like jamming moments and lots of like, let's just try this or let's do that, and it was more collective experience, and you know, a lot more experimental as like a group, because we were just like in it. All of a sudden we were like, we are a fucking band.
That was the first record.
For the
as,
first
like,
time.
The four of
Yeah.
us.
I think that was
Oh,
the
yeah.
first time we were actually a band.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Everything
Yeah.
else before that was just leading up to that moment.
That was the funnest part about that prison shit is like you did all of it.
Yeah.
So when we wanted to ever perform any of the songs, we had to like fucking learn them,
We had to
like
learn
in a weird way, and like
and
make them like
interpret them, too.
interpret them.
Yeah.
And
That was-
it was so fun.
That would be part
Yeah.
of that question.
Yeah.
Is that was
Yeah.
one of the ones that took time to like
Yeah,
get to, and
we
Yeah.
just fucking figured it out, and it was fucking fun to play whatever we did, and it was good.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, honestly, it's kind of one of those things of having like, oh, stupid vision and perspective of like, here's an arrangement for a song. Here are all the pieces and all of that crap. It's like, it's kind of more crippling at times where I'm like, I wish I just had nothing. And I could be
but
like,
that's not you.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do next, guys. What should the next part do?
Those beats.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't even sit in the back of the van.
I've been
It's
sitting in
gotta
the
be
van like composing like songs that are all just beats, and then I subject them to it.
It's so fun to listen to.
I love it. It brings me joy.
I woke up in the
Corey
hotel.
can't handle it.
I woke up in the
Gives
hotel
Corey
the
the
other day, and I was like, let's make some beats right now. And I was like trying to get everybody up, you know. I have my ways of like trying to motivate everyone to get the fuck up out of bed and out of the hotel. And
It's different day to day.
it is.
Just come and blasting beats.
I was just blaring like the worst sounding shit on my phone as loud as possible while everyone's trying to get up. And he was upset about it.
This just sounds like my brain. I hate it.
24 hours later, I was like, all right, I finished. That was the beginning. I finished it now. And everyone was pretty into it. Todd didn't, he thought the beats, like the sound of the drum beats were a little bit generic.
I didn't like that
sounds,
anyway.
but
Yeah.
It wasn't about the beats.
I explained to him it was a really nice, you
I mean, I
know,
know what an 808 is.
and it's an 808. It's a really nice drum machine sound.
When it's coming out of your phone, it doesn't sound really good.
Oh my
The bass drop doesn't really hit coming out
No, it
of an
doesn't.
iPhone.
Oh yeah, it's very fucking annoying beats. These are not the kind of things you want to
The
wake
ride
up
cymbal.
to. Yeah. What's the guy like helped produce Suicide's records?
Craig Leon.
Craig Leon.
Mm.
It's like that. It's
Yeah.
like and you're just going that. It's just doing that forever.
Gibbets.
And that's what Corey's
gibbets,
brain
gibbets,
sounds like, so he
gibbets,
doesn't like it.
gibbets,
You know?
gibbets.
I think a part of the, you know, whatever people might say, like the darker nature of our band, and even though maybe as people we don't seem to be depressed people, a lot of our relationships have been like kind of a trauma based of like someone's in a tough spot, someone's going through this, someone's going through that, and we're always kind of like pulling at each other and getting each other back in and wrapping things around to be like get to the next step.
Yeah. And
You know.
again, just family. You know.
Yeah.
Like we take care of each other as we can.
It's
so.
very, but it's like even more so than I would say most. I don't have like a lot of friends that I'd be like, I would never do that for anyone else.
Sure. Right.
You know, it's just like I have not had friends
How long did you live in my house?
13 months.
But on that note too, because I don't want this to sound stupid, we are all in fucking amazing places right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, like this is old shit. We're fucking all happy.
But
as
we
fuck.
wouldn't be in those places
Yeah.
if we didn't have each other to be able to get there.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be.
Like the-
I wouldn't be here without you all.
Yeah, there wouldn't be the motivation to go to the next step or,
Yeah.
you know. It's like
You guys honestly saved my life.
That's what I'm saying.
100%. You did.
Oh, me too.
I was ready to just go fucking off the deep end and die. Then I fucking hit a
Glad
note
you're
on a
still here.
keyboard and went
Glad
with
you're still
you.
here.
It's true.
One note. You know, no big deal.
Floor time.
One floor tom, one note, one guitar chord.
We even took the floor tom away.
Yep.
Cheers.
Babies.
Cheers, everyone.
Thanks, Tommy.
Thank you
Thank
all so much. What a pleasure. What a pleasure.
But yeah, it was perfect.
Those, I was like, oh yeah, that's true.
That's it.
Thank you.
I guess that's a wrap.
Seems like a rap to me.
Felt like a rap.
That was so good. Thank you so much.
Marco. Good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you too, guys.
Love you.
For real.
Yeah.
This was
Thank you.
such a privilege.
This is unlike any other event that we've ever done as a band or
Yeah.
people.
So surreal. You guys. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Fucking
So happy.
real.
All right, now move this fucking couch, set this shit back up. Let's do it again.
Play another set.
Don't be posers. Do it again. Don't be posers. Do it again.
Great to meet you. Don't be fucking posers.
We're still here.
Nerds. Of course, baby. I love you. That's awesome.